for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Addison. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Boston College Eagles offense will have the first possession of the game. These two teams don't exactly love each other. Man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing last.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Fires it incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And here comes the sophomore running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. Here's Carr to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Graham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Right side, it's Graham. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Hauls it in. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Throwing, Carr. He's got it down the middle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Carr from the gun on third down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
C.J. Carr firing again. Lets it fly. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Bunch formation for these receivers. Finds his man down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force second and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer.
Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. With the question as to whether he can feel his fingers at this point, fair catch is wise in the middle of this snowy, cold weather. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Carr to throw for it on fourth. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush is on. Fires to the big fella. Down he goes. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand. Let's get to...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Notre Dame comes field ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Got his man on the nasty move, and now he's got room. Oh, look out on the right. Inside the touchdown, Fighting Irish. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Got the quick completion. Could not make his way to the corner.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That could work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
play action. They're all over him. Just got rid of that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the stats. And as we start the second quarter, let's go down to Holly for an update on the weather.
Hey guys, one quick update. I told you it was snowing to start the game, but in the last few minutes after that first quarter ended, it is significantly worse. It is coming down hard right now, and this snow is really going to start impacting the game here in the second quarter. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He'll be dropped.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Play action, C.J. Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. On a little time, lets it go. Touchdown! Fighting Irish! Gets it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offense.
Runs through a man, and he might have space. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Eagles are in the hurry-up. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. 2nd and long here. Carr under pressure, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, it's Carr. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're all...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Again, it's Carr. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Long way to go on second down. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's Carr to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the catch, it's Porter. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. To the air again, Carr. Fires left. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's McKenzie. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets rid of it.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Throwing, Carr. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He was looking for that big return to the pick. Set him up in business at the 36. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. He's past the sticks. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Porter. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
He's loose on the right. Inside the 30. through, and the lead balloons to 21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. It's McKenzie. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Look out! And he never had a chance. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game planning. A sack on 2 consecutive...
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Snagged in the middle. It's Graham. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. He's looking to pass. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Graham. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Play action, Carr. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw time, running short in the half. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds a man on the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. He's changing the play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at UTEP taking on the Wyoming Cowboys. And it's the Miners coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Line gets set, first down. On play action. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's Carr to throw. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. C.J. Carr firing again. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And the extra point splits the uprights.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Addison. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Boston College... makes its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hits the hole. It's Dickens. They were all over it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right side, it's Green. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly to the tight end. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Pulls it on the option. Thrust that arm out. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, players are really starting to feel this. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Out wide right, it's Barres. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Escapes the pressure going right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Caught, it's Barres. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Changing the routes with his receiver. To the air, it's Hebert. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a nice job intercepting the snowball there. The quarterback threw the snowball down the field. Couldn't get it to his wide receiver. Defensive back makes a great play. Tell you what, this snow definitely affecting the game.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Holds on, it's right. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Grabbed behind the line, it's Green.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Toss sweep, trying to get it outside to the right. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Tells the play fake. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Perez. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right side, it's Perez. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to... Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a man, it's Warner. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Ray. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Plows his way ahead. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. To the ground, he's got it again. Driven back.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Drives inside. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Punt is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Long way to go on second down. Fires to the middle. Gets a hand in there.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
Drops back. It's Saber. Moves to his right. Right side, it's Barres. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw one first. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. On target over the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From deep, it's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
On the stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Might as well run him again. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the air, it's Hebert. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. A lot of ground to cover and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, they want this clock to move.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Working the big fella to the corner. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock